Yeah. How are you? Good to see you. How are you? Listen, morning.
Visit as Minister of Foreign Affairs abroad. And after the people, the musical was out of this world, and what a beautiful message to the world on peace.
In mir je bil ena od tem današnjega pogovora z ministrico. Izmenjali sva predvsem res poglede na razmere v Palestini in v regiji. Razmere v Palestini so alarmantne, predvsem v Gazi, tudi na Zahodnem bregu. Petkova novica o tem, da v Gazi vlada lakota, kar so razglasili Združeni narodi, nas je vse izjemno pretresla. Veliko sva govorili o tem, kako je treba takoj vzpostaviti trajno, pravično premirje.
Today, with Minister Fajon, we discussed the genocidal war on Gaza, the mounting humanitarian crisis, and the overall catastrophe created on the Gaza Strip, and Israel's use of starvation as a weapon of war. And we all know that this kind of starvation should never be present in this day and age, and it is a crime of war. Today, we also take note of the report coming out from the UN confirming the existence of famine in the Gaza Strip, and it confirms the reality the Gazans are living in the devastated Strip. Today, more than 250 Palestinians have lost their lives because of starvation. And today, journalists, your colleagues, we have 240 of your colleagues who have been brutally killed in Gaza. And that number exceeds the number of journalists killed in World War II and onwards, in all the wars in modern history. Today, 80% of Gaza is in shambles, and we will only know the extent of devastation, the extent of the killing and the injuries once we are able to assess on the ground. Today, the numbers stand at 62,000 killings, over 150,000 injuries, but God only knows the number of those still under the rubble and those who are still missing. We also address the situation on the West Bank, where Israel continues to expand its settlements. They have announced 22 settlements a few weeks ago. A few days ago, they announced their plan for E1, which will cut the West Bank into pieces. And it, again, defies everything that international law says about settlements and an illegal occupation. I briefed the minister about Prime Minister Netanyahu's plans for what he calls the Greater Israel. And let us be very clear about his proposal. This proposal is a direct threat to peace and security, not only in the Middle East, not only for Israel, Palestine, but for the world at large. And it is our collective responsibility to stand firm against this colonial and expansionist plan. We are for the release of all hostages. The question should be twofold. Why doesn't Hamas release the hostages, and why doesn't Israel stop this genocidal war on Gaza? I think they go hand in hand, and both need to come to terms that the only way to move forward is for the release of hostages and for Israel to have a complete ceasefire that is permanent, so that it enables us to embark on a peace path that is much needed at this time.